The four elements and how they shape your reality. Your reality isn't just about what you do, it's shaped by the forces within you. Right now, the key to unlocking balance, transformation, and fulfillment is already inside. Can you feel it? This isn't just a poetic idea or an ancient myth, it's a truth humanity has turned to for thousands of years. The four elements, earth, water, air, and fire, aren't just forces of nature. They're energies that exist within you, influencing your thoughts, emotions, actions, and spirit. The four elements and how they shape your reality is an invitation to rediscover this ancient wisdom. These aren't distant or symbolic ideas. They're living forces that influence your everyday life. Whether you realize it or not, they shape how you feel, how you respond to the world, and how you experience your inner self. Have you ever noticed how some days you feel grounded, steady, and in control, like nothing could knock you off balance? And then other days, it's as if you're caught in a whirlwind of emotions, racing thoughts, or sheer exhaustion. That isn't random, it's elemental. Earth roots you, water flows through your emotions, air stirs your thoughts, and fire fuels your passions. When these elements are in harmony, life feels natural and fluid. But when one falls out of sync, you feel off balance, overwhelmed, or disconnected. So, let me ask, have you ever stopped to think about these elements within you? Not just as poetic metaphors, but as tangible forces shaping your reality. Think about those moments when walking barefoot on the grass felt grounding, or watching the vastness of the sky cleared your mind. Those aren't coincidences. They're moments when the elements within you resonate with the natural world around you. The real question is, are you listening? Are you aware of when these elements are calling for your attention? When you learn to recognize their presence and influence, you can realign them to regain balance and purpose. Are you feeling stuck and disconnected? That's Earth calling for grounding. Overwhelmed by emotions? Your water needs to flow. Are your thoughts restless or foggy? Air is asking for clarity. And when you've lost motivation or direction, your fire needs to be reignited. Each element is always speaking to you. The question isn't whether they're present, it's whether you're ready to listen. Let's dive into these forces one by one and uncover how you can harness them to create harmony within and shape a reality that feels aligned, purposeful, and alive. Earth, the foundation. Let's begin with Earth, the element of grounding, stability, and security. Imagine a tree. Its strength and majesty above the ground mean nothing if its roots aren't deep and solid. Earth is that foundation within you, your inner roots that keep you steady even when life's winds try to knock you down. When Earth is in balance, you feel steady, secure, and confident. You trust in your ability to handle challenges because you're grounded in your sense of self. You have a clear sense of direction and feel connected to the present moment. But when Earth is out of sync, the opposite happens. You may feel stuck, like you're trudging through mud with no progress in sight. Perhaps you feel weighed down by responsibilities or disconnected from the people and places that matter most. The signs are often subtle but telling. Procrastination, difficulty moving forward with plans, or feeling emotionally heavy. Earth imbalance can also show up as a lack of routine or an overdependence on material comforts to create a sense of stability. Here's a scenario. Imagine your to-do list piling up, but instead of tackling it, you find yourself zoning out, paralyzed by indecision. Or maybe you feel overwhelmed by clutter in your home, and instead of cleaning, you retreat to your bed, feeling heavier with each passing moment. This is Earth out of balance. It's a call to realign. So how do you nurture your inner Earth? Start with small, tangible steps. Spend time in nature. Walk barefoot on the ground and let yourself feel the support of the earth beneath you. Touch a tree, feel the texture of the bark, or simply sit on the grass and take a few deep breaths. Decluttering your space is another powerful way to nurture Earth. When your surroundings are chaotic, it mirrors and amplifies inner chaos. By creating physical order, you invite stability into your mind and emotions. Set a timer for 10 minutes each day to organize one corner of your space. Watch how even small acts bring a sense of control. Finally, mindfulness is essential. Take a moment each day to close your eyes, breathe deeply, and visualize yourself as a tree with roots reaching deep into the ground. Imagine drawing strength and stability from the earth below. Feel it anchoring you, giving you the foundation to face anything life throws your way. Earth reminds us that no matter how chaotic life gets, we can always find solid ground. When you nurture your connection to Earth, you create a foundation that everything else in your life can grow from. Water, the flow of emotion. Now, let's flow into water, the element of emotions, intuition, and adaptability. Water is the rhythm of your inner world, the current that carries your feelings and guides your instincts. Think of a calm river or a stormy sea. Water is ever changing, yet it holds immense power. Have you ever been moved to tears by a song or felt at peace watching a flowing river? That's water within you, reminding you to feel deeply and to flow naturally with life. Water isn't static. It adapts, finds its way around obstacles, and continues forward. It's a lesson in resilience and surrender. When water is balanced, you experience emotional clarity and adaptability. You can feel your emotions fully without being controlled by them. You trust your intuition to guide you and remain open to the natural ebb and flow of life. But when water is out of sync, it can show up as emotional overwhelm, like a flood, or emotional numbness, as if you've built a dam that blocks your inner flow. Think about this. Have you ever felt like your emotions are bubbling just beneath the surface, waiting to spill over at the smallest trigger? Or maybe you've been in a state where nothing seems to touch you, leaving you disconnected from your feelings. These are signs that your water element needs attention. How do you nurture your water? Start by allowing your emotions to flow. Don't judge them. Feel them. Journaling is a great way to do this. Let your pen move freely across the page, giving form to your emotions. Write about how you feel without overthinking it. Spending time near water can also help. Sit by a lake, listen to the waves, or even take a warm bath and let the water soothe your spirit. If you can't be near water, imagine it. Close your eyes and picture yourself standing in a gentle stream, letting the water wash away anything you no longer need. For a creative twist, try emotional expression through art or movement. Paint your feelings onto a canvas or dance to music that mirrors your mood. These activities allow water to move freely, breaking through any emotional blockages. Water teaches us to embrace change and trust the flow of life. Your emotions aren't obstacles, they're guides. When you learn to honor them, they'll lead you to clarity and peace. Air, the breath of thought. Next, we turn to air, the element of intellect, communication, and connection. Air is the breath of thought, the space where ideas are born and shared. Imagine the wind, sometimes a refreshing breeze, other times a chaotic storm. That's air within you. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by racing thoughts, unable to focus on a single task? That's air out of balance, too much movement, too much noise. But when air is in harmony, your thoughts flow smoothly, your ideas take shape, and your words connect you to the world with clarity and meaning. An imbalance in air often manifests as overthinking, difficulty concentrating, or even mental fatigue. It might feel like your mind is scattered, jumping from thought to thought without a clear path forward. On the flip side, too little air can make you feel mentally sluggish, uninspired, or isolated in your communication. To restore balance to air, start with your breath. Breathing is the simplest and most powerful way to connect with this element. Try this. Inhale deeply for 4 counts, hold your breath for 4 counts, and exhale slowly for 4 counts. Repeat this cycle until your thoughts begin to settle. This practice invites stillness, helping your mind organize itself naturally. Another way to balance air is to simplify. Write down your thoughts, worries, or plans. Putting them on paper creates mental space and brings clarity. Spending time in open, airy spaces, whether it's a park, a mountaintop, or even your balcony, can also help. Let the breeze remind you of the power of letting go. Air teaches us that clarity and connection come not from forcing control, but from allowing flow. When you nurture air, your mind becomes a source of creativity and connection, lifting you and those around you. Finally, we ignite fire, the element of passion, transformation, and drive. Fire is your inner spark, the energy that fuels your ambitions and pushes you forward. Picture a flame. It can be a gentle, warming glow, or it can roar with intensity, consuming everything in its path. The key lies in how you tend it. When fire is balanced, it fuels your purpose, filling you with motivation and zest for life. You feel alive, focused, and ready to take on challenges. But if fire burns too brightly, it can lead to exhaustion, stress, and burnout, leaving you on edge and unable to rest. On the other hand, when fire dims, it can leave you feeling cold, uninspired, and stuck in stagnation. Think about a time when you felt deeply motivated, working on a project, pursuing a dream, or even enjoying a heartfelt conversation. That's fire in balance. Now recall a moment when you felt drained or indifferent, as if life had lost its spark. That's fire asking to be rekindled. So, how do you nurture fire? Start by reconnecting with what excites you. Ask yourself, what lights me up inside? It could be anything: painting, dancing, solving problems, or even a simple act like watching a sunrise. Fire thrives on passion and curiosity, so lean into the activities that bring you joy and energy. Another way to balance fire is by setting meaningful goals. Break them down into smaller, actionable steps to avoid overwhelm. For example, instead of saying, I want to write a book, start with, I'll write one page today. Each small success adds fuel to your fire, keeping it steady and sustainable. And don't forget, fire needs rest to stay vibrant. Think of a flame. It can't burn endlessly without exhausting its fuel. Create moments of stillness to recharge your energy. Meditate while gazing at a candle, watching its gentle flicker. Let it remind you of your own inner fire, always present and ready to reignite when you give it care and space. Fire teaches us that transformation is fueled by passion and nurtured by balance. It's not about forcing change, but allowing your inner spark to guide you. When you care for fire, it becomes a source of inspiration and strength, lighting your path and igniting those around you. Bringing it all together. Now that we've explored earth, water, air, and fire, it's time to see how they come together. These elements aren't isolated forces, they're interconnected energies that form a dynamic balance within you. Earth provides stability, grounding your physical self and anchoring you to reality. Water moves through your emotions, helping you connect, adapt, and heal. Air clears your thoughts, opening space for creativity and meaningful communication. Fire fuels your passion and transformation, lighting the way forward. Together, they form the foundation of your existence, shaping your body, mind, and spirit. But balance doesn't mean every element will always be perfectly aligned. Some days your fire might blaze brightly while your water feels stagnant. Other times, your air might flow freely, but your earth feels unstable. That's okay. Balance isn't a fixed destination. It's a process, a dance between these forces, shifting and adapting as you grow. Reflecting on your inner elements. Take a moment now to reflect. Can you feel these elements within you? Which one is speaking the loudest? Does your earth crave grounding and steadiness? Is your water calling for emotional flow and release? Does your air need clarity, or does your fire long to be rekindled? Awareness is the first step. When you listen to these elements, they guide you toward what you need most. Imagine yourself as a symphony, with each element playing its part. If one is out of tune, the others can adjust, stepping in to create harmony. By nurturing each element, you become the conductor of your inner world, shaping a life that feels balanced and alive. The balance you seek isn't outside of you, it's already within. You are earth, strong and steady. You are water, flowing and adaptable. You are air, clear and inspired. And you are fire, passionate and transformative. These elements are not separate. They weave together, connecting your inner and outer worlds. So ask yourself, which element needs your attention today? Which one feels most present? Take a moment to honor these energies, to listen, and to respond with care. Balance isn't about perfection. It's about tending to yourself with awareness and compassion. Join the conversation. If this resonates with you, I invite you to share your journey. Which element feels strongest in your life right now? Which one needs a little more nurturing? Leave a comment below. Let's explore this together. By sharing, we support each other in finding harmony within. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember, the elements are always with you, guiding you toward balance, growth, and fulfillment. Keep tending to them, and they will guide you home.